Welcome back, crime enthusiasts. Today we're diving into 5 of the most shocking, twisted and unbelievable crime stories that have left the world speechless. From chilling mysteries to jaw-dropping twists, these cases will keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and let's get into it. Get ready for an unforgettable journey into the world of crime. Our first story takes us to the cold, desolate roads of New Hampshire in 2004. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, vanished without a trace after a car crash. Witnesses reported seeing her at the scene, but by the time police arrived, she was gone. No footprints in the snow, no phone calls, no clues. Was it a kidnapping? Did she run away? Or was something more sinister at play? Over 20 years later, her disappearance remains one of the most baffling mysteries in true crime history. The investigation involved extensive searches, but no significant evidence was found. Theories range from a planned disappearance to foul play, but none have been proven. Recent developments include renewed interest from online sleuths and a podcast dedicated to uncovering the truth. Her family continues to search for answers, hoping that one day the mystery will be solved. Maura's dorm room was left untouched, adding to the enigma of her sudden disappearance. Despite numerous searches and media coverage, the case remains unsolved. Next up, the chilling case of the Golden State Killer. For over a decade, this predator terrorized California, committing over 50 home invasions, 120 burglaries, and at least 13 murders. He'd stalk his victims, break into their homes, and often tie up the husband before assaulting the wife. His victims ranged from young couples to elderly women. The case went cold for decades until 2018, when investigators used groundbreaking DNA technology to identify him as Joseph James DeAngelo, a former police officer. His capture was a victory for justice. The trial revealed harrowing details of his crimes and the emotional testimonies of the victims and their families. The scars he left behind will never fade. DeAngelo's reign of terror began in the 1970s, and he was known for his meticulous planning. He would often study his victims for weeks, learning their routines before striking. In court, DeAngelo showed little remorse, and his sentencing brought some closure to the victims' families. He is now serving multiple life sentences without the possibility of parole. Now let's talk about the case that sparked a global obsession, the murder of Teresa Halbach and the conviction of Steven Avery. Featured in the hit Netflix series Making a Murderer, this case is a roller coaster of corruption, conspiracy, and controversy. Avery, who had previously been wrongfully convicted of sexual assault, was accused of killing Halbach in 2005. The evidence included Halbach's charred remains found on Avery's property and her vehicle discovered nearby, but questions arose about the integrity of the investigation. During the trial, the defense argued that evidence was planted by law enforcement. The public reaction was intense, with many believing Avery was framed. The debate continues to this day, and the case remains a lightning rod for discussions about justice and the legal system. The Making a Murderer series brought international attention to the case, sparking debates and calls for reform. The series highlighted potential flaws in the justice system, making it a must-watch for true crime enthusiasts and advocates for legal reform. Traveling back in time to 1947, we have one of the most infamous unsolved murders in history, the Black Dahlia. Elizabeth Short, a young aspiring actress, was found brutally murdered in a vacant lot in Los Angeles. Her body was severed in half and her face was carved into a grotesque smile. The case became a media sensation, but despite countless suspects and theories, her killer was never found. The Black Dahlia remains a haunting symbol of Hollywood's dark side. Among the suspects was Dr. George Hodel, a prominent physician whose own son accused him of the murder years later. Other theories ranged from mob connections to a deranged fan. The cultural impact of the Black Dahlia murder is profound, inspiring numerous books, films, and even TV shows. The mystery continues to captivate the public imagination, ensuring that the Black Dahlia story will never be forgotten. The case has inspired numerous investigations and theories over the decades, but the truth behind Elizabeth Short's murder remains elusive. Finally, we have the twisted tale of Jodi Arias. In 2008, Arias brutally murdered her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander, stabbing him 27 times, slitting his throat and shooting him in the head. Their relationship was tumultuous, filled with jealousy and obsession. What followed was a sensational trial filled with shocking revelations, including explicit photos, lies, and a bizarre claim of self-defense. The trial captivated the nation, with extensive media coverage and public fascination. Arias was eventually convicted of first-degree murder, but the case remains a chilling reminder of how love can turn deadly. The media frenzy surrounding the trial only added to its notoriety. Arias's case has been the subject of numerous documentaries and books, further cementing its place in true crime history. And there you have it. 5 of the most shocking crime stories that continue to captivate and horrify us. Which one do you think is the most disturbing? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a crime story. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Stay vigilant and always question the world around you. If you have any crime stories you'd like us to cover, feel free to share them. Your suggestions could be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Reflecting on these stories reminds us of the complexities of human nature. Stay tuned for more intriguing tales.